Republican presidential candidate Jon Huntsman is the former ambassador to China. So how will that experience help him win the Republican presidential candidacy? For more on that, we bring in our Washington executive editor, Al Hunt, who is sitting down with the former governor shortly. Al, and you're about to sit down with him, Jon Huntsman, former Utah governor. He trails Rick Perry and Mitt Romney, not by a small amount, right? What does he have to do to get back in the race right now?
Scarlet, he doesn't even register in the polls right now. That's how much he trails them by. I am in Manchester, New Hampshire, which is where I'm going to interview the governor shortly. And the answer to your question is quite simple. He has to win the New Hampshire primary early next year. That's the whole ball game. It sounds far-fetched because he's down around 2 or 3%, which with the margin of error means he could be minus 2 or 3%. But this is a state that has a long tradition of going for independents and mavericks. Henry Cabot Lodge all the way through Gary Hart and John McCain. So everything rests with the Granite State.
What do you plan on asking Huntsman?
Well, I certainly want to talk about his prospects, but also he's got a very interesting economic plan. He proposes to eliminate all deductions and write-offs, charities, home mortgage, and lower rates dramatically. So we want to get into that. We certainly want to get into some of his views on China. There's a lot of questions for Jon Huntsman, a very interesting man.
Right, since he's the former ambassador to China. Al, does he really have a legitimate chance? You say he doesn't even register, so where is that extra vote going to come from?
Well, as I say, it's got to start with New Hampshire, and it's got to be independent-minded voters. It has to be centrist in the Republican Party, because the movement right, the conservative activists can't stand Jon Huntsman for a whole lot of some rational, some not so rational reasons. So he's got to count on what they call an angry center. That usually hasn't paid off in American politics. He hopes it'll be different this time.
All right. Thank you so much, Executive Editor Al Hunt, who will be speaking with Jon Huntsman, one of the Republican presidential or Republican candidates out there for the presidential ticket.